Live and direct, folks. What's going on? You're now rocking with the Crypto Wonder on this day or evening, morning, night, wherever this episode may find you. Hope you're doing well. We're going to talk about something that I need to just put out there, right? Because I think it's just necessary, and ultimately, who cares? Like, because seriously, who cares? Right? Now, we're in DeFi talks, and all that. A lot of times you hear things like, oh, you need to reach out to people outside of the ecosystem, these terms, because all you're doing is speaking to your own echo chamber, basically talking to people who already know what you're going to talk about and who like what you're talking about and basically think about the same thoughts, right? And so you're not speaking to anyone new. It's just whatever you're saying just is echoed among your listeners. Echo chamber, right? But sometimes I feel like some people just like to have their own solitary ego chambers, even though they're talking to presumably a group of people. They just enjoy hearing their voices, the sound of their voices, I guess, because that's what you find. And it's not just in DeFi, you find that in many communities. People just want to talk. And after a while, you just start tuning them out. It's just weird. There's it's weird. There's a community of people, very small band of individuals, and I've said this already before too. But I'm gonna say it today again, because why not? There's a group leader, right? That thinks that folks like myself and others who think like I do, we're doing things in bad faith. I don't like think about it. Think about it. In bad faith. We're doing things in bad faith, right? Because we're providing information to help people, providing information and showing people what's real and what's fake. Not only talking about what's real and what's fake, but giving reference so that folks can go do their own research and verify what's being said. Because, some people don't know how to lead themselves. Some people are not willing to lead themselves for whatever reasons. Right? And when that's noticed by certain individuals, depending on who they are, it can be an opportunity for folks to help somebody, or it could be an opportunity for someone to take from somebody. This is not hard, right? Because when a person exposes how unknowing, perhaps unlearned, right? Perhaps impressionable, susceptible, gullible, naive. You have individuals out here who, again, can empathize and add on to help the person, to lift them, to build them up, or you have people who prey on those unsuspecting individuals, right? And they become victims. It's not hard. They want to siphon whatever energy that these unsuspecting people have. They want to siphon, they want to take it away. They want to draw from, they want to remove it from their possession. To metaphorically and proverbially feed themselves. You know, like, it's no wonder you have people who have come into the community that have been labeled vampires, right? That's not for nothing, right? Like, you think that's just because it's cool, it's cliche. It's no. Look at what took place. Look at what has taken place. Like, you have folks that have been identified as straight up vampires. Their names have been altered to signify your man from Transylvania, or wherever the vampire Dracula originates from. You know? You think that's for nothing? You think that's just movies? Sure. But when things like this are pointed out, it's because people like me are doing things in bad faith. Like, yo, come on, man. Also, I came into the community and I siphoned. I convinced impressionable heads to do my bidding. I saw this as an opportunistic moment and seized it. Like you. But I'm doing things in bad faith because it gets called out. Folks are weird on the internet. This internet thing is just like, come on, man. People are strange. There's certain things, like, it's already a strange smorgasbord arena of unpredictable possibilities on the internet. You could be anyone you want to become behind a device on the internet. The least you can do, and that's just me, the least I can do is just present information that's not going to hurt anybody in the world. Like, right? Like, at minimum, that's the least I can do. Not present information and in the back of my mind, I'm doing this from bad faith. Who talks like that? Who talks like that? Other than someone who himself has those intentions to do things from bad faith and is trying to project or deflect the attention away from where it counts and put it onto others or elsewhere, so folks don't have to pay attention to where the smoke is coming from. You understand? This is what y'all have to learn, I think, because some people are just unaware. Some people are just unaware of what's taking place here. You know what I'm saying? These things are real, folks. It's not about what I feel and believe and think. We've seen it in the community. We've seen people come and go. We've seen it and how they operate. Not only did they create their own mini echo chambers. They created their own ego chambers because the community of members who bought into whatever they were selling fed into their ego. You fuel their egos. You fuel their pride. You fuel their selfish, greedy mission into helping them believe that they are leaders in their own heads. Like this is what caused people to now get on Twitter Spaces, record hours long of nonsense, and talk wild crazy on the Twitter Spaces, talking about people have to come together to break those who don't buy into their narratives. I mean, would say these things on the Spaces, and because they're too cowardice, they erase the Spaces. I mean, folks, y'all don't know. And this is the thing, right? This is the thing, right? It's interesting. Because what do you really understand about crypto if you're vying for some kind of some apparition, right? Some type of a dream character, fake, troll or whatever, because that's how these people operate. What do you really know and understand about crypto if you're looking for someone to tell you what to do and where you're going and how to do it and why and who to do it for and the reasons, etc., etc.? What do you really understand about this space? You must not. You must not. You must have just got here, because if you've been here since day one talking about you are day one what? You're a day one grifter? Because you can't tell me in good faith, right? Because you're saying that folks like myself and who believe in what we believe in as far as RH Max tokens, right? Because y'all want to label stuff. That's how you create division, because you categorize and you label things, create separation, right? Since you want to pretend and say to the world, oh no, we've been day one. Day one what exactly? Day one OGs who grift? Day one rug pullers? Day one scammers? Day one failures? Day one what exactly? Day one? What you mean day one? What are you talking about day one? Y'all like to say day one as if that lends some credibility somewhere. That lends nothing anywhere. Like, who speak? I don't speak like that. Like, that's foolish as infantile to me. Like, that's just me though. You know what I'm saying? People are free to express themselves however they want, except when you're talking about how I do things in bad faith. Since when? I guess, if you consider creating content and talking about Hex, Pulse Chain, Pulse X, those are bad things to talk about, then hey man. Yeah. If you even give credit to Alex from Hedron and Icosa, I guess, been operating in bad faith, you talk about things that, people have done, the Maximus DAO collective, things that they've created, right, to add to the Hex community, add to the operations of the Hex token, give people opportunities to be exposed to huge pools of crypto, to give them some type of competitive edge and advantage too, to be rewarded from what the T-share and how the T-share works and operates. I guess that's me speaking about things in bad faith, right? That's just weird. weird to me. Like, just what premise? Like, what we talking about, son? We talk, but at least some people know they're controversial, right? At least they know they're controversial. The dude said, he knows he's controversial and all that. All right, cool, you controversial, but I don't know what you talk about is weird to me. Like you're the first one. And for those who don't know who I'm talking about the pH balance crew. You know what I'm saying? So they're the first ones to talk about, well, especially one of them, the main one that likes to parrot and speak like he's Max Headroom. These just drone. You talk for hours, like you want, yeah, yo. So I never, 7 hours we doing. This is what y'all did. Talk about elephant not in the room. What are you talking about? I'm talking to you about the special elephant that you mentioned that became a huge part of that room. And you erased these two spaces you had. You erased them for a reason. Why? What you hiding? What are you hiding? What are you scared of? And this is before, the community found out about SEC. But why are y'all scared? You want to talk in shadows? Moving real weird to me. You erasing spaces. For what? Because of some of the things you said don't want to come out, but people heard already. Like it was already heard. Like, yo, this is why you gotta, the truth always comes to light. But you want to keep the bad faith narrative, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? All crazy, man. Dude, yeah, it's your leader. That's your leader. Because you're talking about how RH was absent. This is before the whole SEC. This was like days before. Days before the SEC stuff. This is history now we talk about because we living through it, right? Yeah. This is days before that ill-fated day when, Richard Hart got served by the SEC under investigation, SEC, alphabet boys and girls, whatever. Who cares? Listen. Oh, we had these Elephant Not in a Room series. Yo, where's Richard Hart? He's missing. The throne is empty and we need a new leader or sets of new leaders. Like who talks like that? What the hell are you talking about? You launched something talking about you gave it away for free, got millions of dollars flowing through whatever it is that you launched, and you worried about what? You worried about people who don't care about what you launched? Not everyone's going to like what you do. Not everyone's going to like what anybody does. So who cares? Why are you mad? You jump on online conferences, post-chain online conferences, and still want to talk sideways. Is that what hurt you all? Like, is that how bad, like, these truths are so scathing? Because if you were comfortable in your own skin, you're comfortable in your position, you wouldn't have to keep talking about some stuff, man. About some people who in the community who doing things in bad faith. No, sir. No, sir. You wouldn't have to do that. Because you know that what you're doing is on the level, it's okay, and you keep it moving. And you continue to quote unquote build or help other builders build. Like if that was your stance, if that's what you did, that's what you cared about. But no, you want to also recruit people into believing in what you're talking about to have folks break us. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. You sound crazy. You sound mad. What are you talking about? Right? This is what was said, but it was erased. Right? So it's going to be a he said, she said, right? Your word versus who cares? Who cares? Because I know I was there, right? I heard it for myself. Yeah, I did. Who cares? I heard it. And you're trying to recruit builders who also heard what you said, right? You believe that, well, it's crazy. This is the part that really, like, I'm like, yo, you talk about bad faith. You don't believe the T-share rate will magically improve the price for Hex. And I'm emphatically disappointed in the interviewers that allow you to talk that shit and not question, at least question. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have been able to talk. No one's talking about that. No one's talking about no, everybody free to talk, whatever. But I'm talking about at least question your position or allow you to even like just talk about it and explain. And then this is because this is crazy to me. You don't believe that the T-share rate will magically improve the price for Hex. You don't believe this. And you're speaking to builders. This thing with builders, these names, these words, is offering a certain spirit of cringe because y'all killing the words, right? That's just, it used to be developers, now builders, build. That's my own personal foolishness. Because I'm not perfect. But this is what you said. And you reached out, like you verbally reaching out and talking about how you tried to reach out to Alex from Hedron. Right? Why are you reaching out to Alex from Hedron? It's interesting. Why? I'd like to know why Alex from Hedron is somebody you want to reach out to. What are your intentions? Because to me, Alex is 100% A1. What has he done to hurt the community? Nothing. People didn't buy into the Hedron rollout when it first came out. A lot of people dumped it because as what happens often in this space, right? People don't like new things. They didn't understand Hedron. So they dumped billions, boatloads. They took the opportunity, was exit liquidity for many. The old stakers got boatloads of Hedron, dumped it on the market, whatever. C'est la vie. But so much was gone, if they wanted to acquire that same amount, they'd have a hard time. They'd be hard pressed for it because they just didn't understand the token. They didn't understand how it works. And some people just flat out don't care. Do you see people in the community? Do you see Alex caring about going after people to break them, to believe into Hedron and Icosa? No. What he does, he continues to push forward, right? Not only did he create Hedron, he brought Icosa into the fold a year ago, right? And has helped other communities within Hex deal with their tokens and their projects and support all across the board. So you reaching out to builders, and the first name you could think of is Alex or some other guys. But I'm thinking about Alex is because what Alex created, you could receive by default just for staking. Just for staking your Hex. You receive this automatically. It's cha-ching 00 UTC. Why you want to link up with Alex? And I understand it's already happened because Alex is a good guy. Or I should say, Alex has done great things, has even received a shout out in so few words, Richard Hart style. Seriously. Why? Because you haven't gotten that yet? Well, I don't know. You said you've been around since day one. Day one, like that means something. It means nothing. What does that mean? You just been around longer than many. Okay. But been around doing what? People have said that, you've been around, but you haven't been supporting Hex this whole time. And it's evident. But you don't believe the T-share rate will magically improve the price for Hex, but you're speaking to a builder who created tokens that are bonded, that are tied specifically to the T-share rate. Understanding how the T-share rate will improve the price for Hex. So I'm trying to see the connection and your thought process, but you know what? No, wait a minute. You think that this is being done in bad faith. This is bad faith for y'all. Like weirdo nonsense thinking. Oh, y'all, you know, right? You're talking about builders need to build because the third parties will outperform Hex, Pulse PulseX. You know, maybe you want to add Ink token to that. You're saying that your project and all the other projects on top of the chain in the next bull market will outperform, will do better than Hex, PulseX, and all these. And you're appealing to builders who created products or projects that are tied directly to Hex. And I don't see how you confused that people like me call you out. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how that confusion even exists. I don't get it. I don't even get it. You know, and only because I understand when you have like ulterior motives, secret, you know, agendas and things like you hold personal to yourself, you know, you might want something to happen, and when it's not happening in your favor, you want to, you know, do your best to stop it. But how can you do that? You know, ego chambers, man. Ego chambers. Folks are crazy out here, y'all. Trying to tell you need to be led, that the seat is up for grabs. By who? Says who? What have you done and created that's been comparably successful as? See, I'm about to travel into another dimension. Of course, y'all didn't know this, but I traverse different portals. So when you hear me stutter, it's because there's a certain glitch that's taking place. I'm glitching. I'm transparent with it. I'm letting you know. When you see me like fumbling with my words, I'm glitching. Because I'm secure in who I am. You know what I'm saying? Only few could understand what I'm talking about. And it's crazy. It's crazy to me. What are y'all talking about? The seat, the power is up for grabs. Oh, we need leaders and build. The leaders have been here already. The leaders are within the system. The leaders are those who just decide whether or not to use their monies to buy into a contract and have the contract work for them. Like what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Huh? Folks, let me tell y'all something, y'all. Everything that seems, everything that glitters isn't gold. People are not out here, regardless of what you hear and see, you gotta understand. Like this is a grimy situation in business. The crypto is dirty because there's money involved, folks. And in the bull market, everybody's happy, and in the bear, it's the exact opposite, right? And then you have people who take advantage of these moments. I've been saying this for years. They take advantage and will present things to make you believe that you need, so that they can get everything that you have, because they know that you don't really know and understand and respect your time, your value, and your assets. But that's me talking in bad faith. That's crazy, y'all. That's just crazy. How are you as a so-called financial person, been in finance 3,000 years, right? Going against the main token that got us to where we are today. You're going against the main token that got us to where we are today. Talking about it's going to be underwhelming because of your valuation foolishness. Like all that legacy stuff applies in crypto. Like this is the stuff that y'all have to know and understand. They say this guy's been a hater since day one. That's why I said day one means nothing. Meaning what? You've been grifting since day one. You've been hating since day one. You haven't been a staunch advocate since day one. The community tells it. The community knows you more than me. Because I wasn't here in day one. I know I didn't like Hex in day one. I know that for a fact. Because I didn't. I thought Richard was trolling the entire crypto space. That's a fact. I openly declare that. Who cares? Because that was one of the most fundamental mistakes I made in my financial life. It's what it is. It's what it is. You know? T-share rates going up, never goes down over a period of time. We just crossed 29,000, right? Hex for a T-share. We just crossed that days ago. And the way things are looking, it's going to be well over 30,000. Not well as in like high 30s, but we're going to cross 30,000 in no time this year. At the end of this year, something's going to happen. It's going to be magnificent. It's on the charts. This is math we're talking about. But you don't understand how that's going to help increase the price of Hex over time. And you're talking to people who created products to go hand in hand with the T-share rate of Hex and looking for support for these same people. Yo, I'm missing a lot. Am I missing something? I'm crazy, man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And then we'll make memes, disparaging remarks, insult people who want to talk about only Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X. Like that's a bad thing. We just saw Vitalik not too long ago issue a tweet talking. Vitalik, Ethereum prodigy, co-founder, whatever you want to call it, leader of Ethereum. Talk about now everything, basically everything that was built on Ethereum, all the L2s that were built on Ethereum, over 99% of them have backdoors. It's time for them to get off the training wheels. This is what he was said, and now here we are. Like when you think about these things, and you compare to where we are right now, what is Pulse Chain? Let's make things connect. Let's think critically. What is Pulse Chain? What is it? The co-founder of Ethereum just said, listen, it's time for all these L2s to get off their training wheels. I'm butchering what he said, but go do your research. Who cares? Because most L2s, 99% most all of them he just said basically have back doors. Again, what's Pulse Chain? But where's the smoke? Like, I don't see y'all. I'm trying to understand. Like, so, but holding on to hedging your bets against all the trash that's out here is a bad thing, is you doing things in bad faith. Right. It's nonsense, foolishness. Don't get got, people. Don't get got. Alan Fizz-May, what's going on? Ernie Savage in the building. Al Merlos. He said big dogs in the building. Hexagon's on the building. Finn Bear, salute to you, man. DJ Cryptomatic, what's the vibes? What's going on? DJ Cryptomatic. Godfather J6. Hit the like neighbors there. Oh, bars, Finn Bear. Appreciate that, man. Richmond, north of Richmond. No, I didn't hear that. Alan Fizz-May says, what's up to Finn Bear and DJ and Godfather. So that's it, folks. That's all I'm gonna talk about for now. While inspire that you all enjoy the rest of your day. I hope what I'm sharing provokes some type of thought, it's about awareness, people. It's about awareness. Because I don't understand how someone who has millions of dollars flowing through their projects is really upset about folks like little old me and others who think like we did, like we think. We just like to talk about what we talk about, like to talk about, specific tokens, keep it moving, right? And when you raise questions because things don't make sense, like how are you going to believe the T-share rate won't help the hex price go up? I don't understand what that is. That's you. That's me acting in bad faith. No, this is me asking you to speak about what you said. The words came out of your mouth. I didn't put them in your mouth, sir. You know what I'm saying? The young people would say pause to all that. Who cares? But this is what it is. I remember in one of the hours long spaces, even Gold Key, shout out to Alex from Hedron and the Maximus Collective, because they were some of the first quote unquote builders to launch during the sacrifice phase for or I should say during our waiting period for Pulse Chain and Pulse X launch. Those were like some of the first groups, besides some other collectives here and there too. But those were the main guys who just still want to stick around. Nobody's perfect out here, but they're the main ones that want to stick around. Shout out to them. But you talking about we don't support builders, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. The absolute furthest thing from the truth. So, you ask yourself, like, what is this guy's, what's the angle here? You want to be taken serious, but your whole project list of projects is predicated off of, sexual terms and names that are just weird, but you want to be taken serious. You think that, certain institutions and right corporations will look into this community, look at that and take you seriously with the names. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You can have a conservative view. You can only think that your thing is going to go 15x. That's you. That's you. That's you want to be super scared, super scary, and afraid of thousands of exponential gains. That's your business. That's your business. You do a 10x in legacy, you look like a phenom. You do a 10x here, which we take for granted, right? Because in crypto, it's crazy. It goes down heavy. And I'm not saying go down in a bad way. The prices go down, yeah, but it goes all the way up. We understand that. This thing is euphoric, intoxicating. The gains that you can get in crypto. 100%. It's not made up. It's not foolishness. It's not lies. But y'all want to hold on to a little 20x? Because that's what, comparative to 20,000, that 20x is minuscule. Right? You want to hold on to that type of energy and spirit? You do y'all. But don't try to double talk like a forked tongue, like some snake. Nothing but double talking. And then talk about, there's people in the community that's disingenuous or bad faith and all this stuff, and you need to break them. Nobody's bug breaking me over here. You crazy? That doesn't resonate well. Y'all inviting different issues, talking about that kind of stuff, and people in the community I see just let it rock. That's why I say this, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Like this whole thing that y'all like to talk about with community and kumbaya, that's not realistic. The community is what it is, yeah, but everything rests on you making your own decisions to do what you do in crypto. It's a solo sport. That's emphatic. That's true. That's a reality. It's person to person. Not ideas to ideas or person to community to person and whatever. When you make a decision, you do your transactions. You don't have a community of people looking behind your shoulder telling you, yes, you do this. No, you don't do that. So that's that. Especially when you got garbage, people who spit garbage like this guy talking about foolishness. And somebody's supposed to take that serious? Your airdrops are worth crumbs and somebody's supposed to, what? Say thank you? May I have another? What are you talking about? You're a fool. Idiots. But then we'll say that, bad faith and all kinds of nonsense, man. Yo, it's about awareness. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. I'm not about popularity. I'm just about quality. That's all it's been for me since day like whatever. As I started turn on the camera. Because what you talk about, I have to exercise a certain level of responsibility and accountability. I'm not gonna go on a space and talk about, oh yeah, we need to get together and break people. Break who? Who are you? Who are you to decide who what are you talking about? You see what I mean? You see? You see? The disingenuous nature in the thought patterns of certain individuals who think they're leaders. Right? You presented something in the community, let that rock. Just do that. Do something else. Keep it moving. No, but you stuck on this. You stuck on the fact that, folks, not everybody cares for what you got going on. And because people called you out on it on a live stream about a month or so ago, because you were called out on it, now it's just been it rattled the cages, right? It disturbed your spirit. It disturbed your wicked spirit. So now you want to send your whatever legion, a squadron of evildoers to go and destroy the bearers of the light. Let's see how that's working for you. See how that's working for you. You know? Come on, man. You crazy? People are foolish. They're foolish. You know? I don't move like that. I don't move like that at all. So that's me, though. Imagine you have something that has millions of dollars flowing through it. Millions. Oh, I'm proud, this and that. And then, poor Alex, he's just like even supporting you. Talk about, oh, by the way, folks, over $100 million, TVL, total value locked, or volume has, tweet issuing a tweet to support, because that's the energy he brings. That's the energy Alex brings. But you want him to buy into your narratives. Meanwhile, you don't believe in the T-share rate helping the hex price go up. This man created 2 tokens aligned with the T-share rate. ICOSA aligns with the T-share rate twice, 2x. Come on, son. Like, we can't. Y'all are crazy with it. Y'all are crazy with it. So in other words, you shitted on Alex. You shitted on Maximus Dow and them. And like I was saying before I got sidetracked, because I traverse different portals and dimensions, sometimes I glitch out. Like, it's real talk. So Golkey asked you. He asked you, why do you think that people are saying the things they're saying about you, sir? You know what his response was? Well, it's a race, so it's whatever. But you know what his response was? Well, give me an example. No. You tell me. I'm asking you to be honest. This is Golkey. Why do you think that people who don't agree with you are saying what they're saying about you? And this one's like, well, I'm just waiting for you to give me an example, because if you don't, that means I don't think you really know what you're talking about. And Golkey was like, this is what we're doing? Shout out to Golkey, man. He gets impassionate. He's the other half of the Perpetuals collective. Dip catchers, Golkey. Yeah. So if you're being as that in your ego, 7 hours long of an ego chamber, smear campaign, trying to go against the light bearers, folks who want to stand on truth, and you're saying that because I don't know, he's making these things up? What is it that they're saying? What is it that, I mean, if you can't tell me, I think they're doing things in bad faith. Right. Bad faith. I don't really think that the T-share rate will magically improve the price of Hex, and y'all let them rock. And I'm supposed to believe y'all. I'm supposed no, but people gotta believe y'all. Look for y'all as leaders. I'm talking about the people who interviewed this guy in the community. This is what y'all. This is what y'all do. Y'all didn't catch that. No, maybe you did and you didn't care because folks don't care. It's because you got your money in his projects, and if you do, that's your business. Nobody cares. But then don't get mad at people who just want to believe in Hex, Pulse Chain, Pulse X, Ink Token, whatever. Why is that a problem? Vitalik just basically indirectly shat on everybody who built on Ethereum. He defecated on everybody who built on top of Ethereum. Do you see the community going in an uproar at Vitalik? Y'all need to make it make sense. You guys, what you keep talking, it's a fork of Balancer. We just also we basically hijacked and jacked the whole GMX protocol. Leverage trade because I'm offering this, for free, versus someone who may also have the same idea and you have to pay for it. I think first movers advantage is key, but you have a certain band of individuals who are operating in bad faith, and I think we need to bug break them. Robin, are you recording this? You're not recording this, are you? Robin, I told you not to record the spaces. Robin, go to your closet. Matter of fact, before you go to the closet, get my belt. Get my belt, Robin. You're I'm gonna have to. Robin, I told you I'm gonna be talking my shit. Robin, you see, now it's all bad. When I'm through with this spaces, Robin, you're gonna meet my wrath. I'm gonna give you all the wrath that I wanted to give all those people who standing on truth. Robin, you're a disappointment. You're a disappointment. Okay? You're a disappointment. I told you. I have not only 3,000 years of finance, but 3,100 years as a disciplinarian. Okay? I offer and I give options to people, whether you're going to believe me and kneel to me, or you're going to not, and you're going to have to pay the severe consequences. Severe consequences. I mean this. Robin, what did I tell you before we launched the spaces? Don't record it. I told you that. I told you not to record the spaces. I wanted this to be my own podium where I can espouse and talk my talk, Robin. But you defamed me. You betrayed me, actually. You betrayed me, Robin. You recorded the spaces. After this, you have to, I said something that I really didn't. That's why I want you to, Robin, you didn't listen. You didn't listen. I don't care what it takes. You do memes, okay? You recruit whoever you need to recruit, and you got to go after those guys. We need to get rid of them. They're not buying into what I'm trying to sell. And that's a problem for me, Robin. My ego is just too big. This chamber, it's just too big. I have no room for any other. Don't you see that I'm already talking about the elephant that's not in the room? I am becoming that elephant, Robin. It's completely and wholly and emphatically disingenuous. It's disingenuous. Robin, I told you. go wash my underwears and go make me a cheese sandwich and coat the bread with mayonnaise. Pumpernickel. Yeah, I feel like pumpernickel today. What did I say? I wanted coffee? Did I say I wanted coffee, Robin? I didn't say that. Get out of the closet. Get out of the closet. Get out of the closet. You see what my name is, right? Get out of the closet. Bend over so I can flag you. Bend over. Oh, we're still recording? Damn it, Robin.